Starmen Podcast.
Hello and welcome to a Starmen Let's Look At. I'm your host Devin. With me is Cody and David.
Hey everybody.
Greetings to everyone.
And guys, today we're going to look at a particular system, the Gamecube.
I do the opening, but I can't. It's just
Something like that.
yeah, that works.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, that was played every time you turn the thing on.
Yep.
On a little boot up system.
Yeah. The spinning cube.
Though I forget there's some tricks you can make it sound like different things.
Ah.
Depending on what button you hold on the controller or something.
Alright. It's almost like a music box.
Yeah. So this lovely little device came out in 2001, about September for Japan and November for the United States.
Alright.
Wow.
That's a bit of a rough start.
Yeah, it was like just before Christmas this thing launched.
Alright.
And apparently it's considered a failure in terms of sales numbers.
Well, I like to think it had a strong start, but it probably fizzled out near the end.
I think it had a good launch, but then you're right, it just couldn't keep up with the other gens at the time.
Yeah, that seems to be a problem with Nintendo for a while.
Yeah.
Like at that point, I don't know what it was competing against.
The PlayStation 2 was still kicking around.
Okay, yep, there we go.
And I think Xbox.
Yep.
Was the Xbox 360 coming in soon or later?
Later.
I think a little later.
Yeah.
And the same with the PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah, the PS3 and the Xbox 360 were more like mid-2000, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, it had some competition starting, and then it had some horrible competition coming up.
Yeah.
But for the life of me, I think everyone has either seen this system or have played it at least once.
Yeah.
Probably it's a Nintendo system.
Yeah. But like more than I would think for most people. Like I know hardcore Xbox gamers who've said, "Yeah, I love a quick game of Smash."
Ah,
Yeah.
Between my Halos.
that's true.
Can understand that.
It did have what was considered one of the best Smash games on it.
Yeah. I think up to this is current, so the Smash Ultimate is the
Yeah.
best one at the moment.
It better be. With the word ultimate, it should be.
Yeah, they put every character in existence into it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Along with a few more.
Yeah.
You want every character? Well, here's some more.
Someone just like took a shovel and took all the video game characters and started shoveling them into this game.
Yeah.
Like a coal miner shoveling coal into the train.
Yeah, and other parties are like, hey, this is good publicity.
Yeah, it's free advertisement. Yeah, but outside of that, then we had Melee, and then after that was Brawl, which was okay, but they did some tweaks that no one really cared for.
Like the auto trip.
Yeah, why the hell is that a thing?
Do I want to know?
Just at random points of the time, you will trip during a fighting game.
That is stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know, to make it more zany.
It's like it made it more of a party game and took it the strategy element because it's like, oh, I could have good strategy, but if I trip and fall on my butt, bye.
Yeah, screwed. That sounds like if they did that to another fighting game, like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that'd be frustrating though.
But back on topic for GameCube games.
Yep.
So we had the Smash.
Mm-hmm.
The Zelda title was the Wind Waker.
Yep.
Then we had the Metroid Prime series.
Which did very well.
Did very well. It was a long anticipated, we need to bring Metroid back.
Yeah. 'Cause it skipped a generation.
Then we had the Star Fox Adventures, which no one likes to talk about.
I feel bad for Star Fox.
Yeah, that series, like, one big game kind of tarnished it, in my opinion.
Actually, it was more of a series of bad or okay games at first. Even the last one wasn't well received.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel bad for it.
And then the Mario, we had the Mario Sunshines.
Ugh. No offense to anyone, but that was just a little too hard for a Mario game.
A little bit. It had its fun moments, I'm not going to deny that, but if you wanted 100% that game, you were in for some frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since you had to collect the 7th sprite for each level.
Yeah.
And you could only do that by collecting the first 6. Speaking of Mario, there was Luigi's Mansion.
The Luigi's Mansion was not a bad game.
Mario!
What's Luigi's Mansion? It's just Luigi going around a mansion humping furniture and calling his brother's name.
And he sometimes hunts ghosts.
Yeah. He may capture a ghost here and there. And another classic gem that doesn't get enough notoriety is Kirby's Air Ride.
Oh, that was good.
That was a really good, fun racing game.
You never actually heard of that.
Well, I will swear by it.
Alright.
Wasn't there also Paper Mario?
Yeah, 1,000-Year Door.
Yeah, considered to be the best, by some at least, the best in the series.
Yeah.
I've never played any of the Paper Mario games.
They are kind of a little nice gem. I kind of like them over the Mario and Luigi saga.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're fun.
Is it like an RPG?
Yeah. But
So-
like action battle system.
Okay.
Yeah, like action commands. Kind of like Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then plethoras of other games. Sonic Adventure 2 was also on the GameCube. It got a port from the Dreamcast.
Yeah, that's around the time Sega partnered up with Nintendo, didn't they?
Yeah.
So you saw a lot of Sonic on that then.
Yep.
Nice.
The Adventure series came, Heroes, basically. Yeah, Sonic was now starting to appear on the GameCube.
Yeah.
Of course, this is more near the ending light of the GameCube, so.
Sorry, Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic gets shafted again.
I think we're used to that by now.
Yeah.
There was a game on the GameCube I always wanted to try. Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life.
Not as good as you'd think.
Oh, I know.
I played it, I didn't care for it as much as I did for, like, the N64 one.
Yeah, I played the PlayStation version and it sucked.
Yeah, let's talk about this real quick, because a lot of the game library for the GameCube was also on the PlayStation 2,
Yeah.
except for, like, the Nintendo exclusives,
Like Eternal Darkness.
like Eternal Darkness, which I want to come back to.
Alright.
But, I also noticed that a lot of the times the Nintendo GameCube got shafted for its copy of the non-exclusive game. Like, Def Jam Fight for New York, there were more options in the PlayStation version than there were in the GameCube.
Probably because of the format, for one thing.
The format, and then there were limitations to the GameCube.
That's too bad.
Yeah, unfortunate, but...
Yeah, it sucks when that happens.
But yeah, Eternal Darkness was a well-received game in my opinion, but...
Yeah. Nintendo needed a horror game on their system.
They did. Like, they couldn't, and they were relying too much on Resident Evil to save them. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
1, 0, and 4 at least.
Yeah. I skipped a few, but no one seems to mind, right?
Well, they didn't release 2 and 3. They just didn't remaster them.
Yeah.
Like they did with 1.
And a new series that would soon see some fandom and carry on is the Animal Crossing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where it got its big break.
Yeah.
At least over here. Oh, it was in Japan. There was an N64 version, but that didn't make it over here because you had to always set the clock every time you booted it up. So
That's annoying.
That'd be
Yeah.
very annoying.
yeah, so it being on the GameCube made it much easier to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played any of those.
They're a time sink. Like a really huge time sink.
Yeah, because doesn't time keep going in the game?
Yeah, it goes with real time.
Yeah.
And the game continues on even when you're not there.
And that's the only reason I don't want to play it, because I know if I take a break, everything's going to be dead.
It's nicer than that. The worst you'll get is someone's going to ask, where have you been if you've been weeks away?
Oh.
We can't think for ourselves. We need help.
Or people might move away that you may have been fond of, but because you weren't around, they kind of left.
Yeah, that's the one thing that would suck.
It is frustrating. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So, with that, we gotta look at some of the accessories that came with this thing.
All right.
So first, let's look at the controller, because this was a hit or miss with some people.
Yeah, they moved the stick to the left, but they turned the C buttons into a stick.
Yep.
And
Wait, what?
Yeah, the C buttons became a stick. Instead of pressing a button, you just have to move the stick to a direction.
There's a GameCube controller right in front of you, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
Also, the button layout was weird on the right side.
Yeah.
They made that A button huge.
The A button was huge, and the B button was tiny, and then the X and Y were just weirdly around the A button.
Yeah, they kind of wrapped around it.
And that was just because A button was your primary whatever in the game, where it was supposed to be, and B was the sub idea.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Yeah. I liked the GameCube controller, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of comfy in my hands.
Alright, that's fair. A lot of people, they're still selling GameCube controllers for the Smash games.
Yeah, once you got used to playing Smash on the GameCube controller, it's really hard to go anywhere else.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
Sorry?
oh, I've got to admit, I do like the GameCube controller.
alright.
Like I said, if you loved it, you probably had a GameCube. If you didn't love it, you probably stayed away from the GameCube.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it's the same for a lot of Nintendo systems like that.
Yeah.
Or at least the GameCube and the N64.
Yeah. The Nintendo decided to take their own turn on controllers.
Nothing wrong with that, but just don't go too wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then another accessory you could get with this is the Game Boy Advance reader.
Oh yeah, that thing.
So this hooks up to the bottom of your GameCube, and you can put your Game Boy Advance games in it and play them on the GameCube.
Yeah.
That is weird, but kind of cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good until the thing stops working on you.
Yeah.
I heard there was a lot of problems with it like that.
Is that pretty much everything Nintendo does, though?
No, Nintendo's usually good for making products that last.
Okay.
Yeah. This is just one of the weird exceptions.
Yeah. And I'll attest, because the GameCube is one of those products that lasts.
Yeah.
That thing is nigh indestructible.
Well, it's a cube, that helps.
Yeah. Like, I'll tell my horror story of we were moving and the cube fell off the moving truck at 90 kilometers an hour. And we stopped, grabbed it off the road, but we were assuming that once we get to the house, we're going to have to toss the thing. But sure enough, we plugged it in and it worked.
Oh, wow. Lucky.
Yeah.
Nice.
Always good to be indestructible.
Yeah. And it had a carry handle for whatever reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. That helps make it portable at least.
Yeah. I guess you're supposed to take this to people's houses and like party and.
Yeah. Well, it also had the 4 ports, yeah, so it was also a party system.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, it had a few Mario Party games too. I forgot to mention these.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And other Mario sports games, but
Screw sports?
what?
Screw sports?
Well, Mario's spin on them makes it fun for everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Strikers.
Yeah, Strikers, the baseball game was fun.
Yeah. That's cool. Did they have the tennis one? I forget.
Yep, it had tennis. It
Yeah.
also had golf.
Nice.
Mario Golf.
Yeah.
All the sports games.
Where you can taunt the hell out of your opponent while you're waiting for your turn.
I assume that's something you did frequently.
Oh yeah, until like we had to put a ban on it.
Because at the time it was just taunting.
Yeah.
Wow, damn it.
So yeah, so I'm trying to think of other accessories this thing had. I know it had the Game Boy adapters, where you can use the Game Boy Advance as a controller for some games.
Mm-hmm.
This was important for the Legend of Zelda 4 Swords game.
Did you actually? Wasn't that pretty much required?
It was a requirement.
Oh,
You could not play that game without it.
yikes.
Coliseum was on this, wasn't it?
Yep. Pokemon Coliseum.
And was that Game Boy Advance card reader used for that?
Or
Is this
the
another
adapter.
accessory?
The Game Boy adapter would also work.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The Coliseum had a nice story about where you didn't need to have a Game Boy Advance to play it. So it saved itself there. I felt like all the other Pokemon Stadium style games where if you didn't have your own copy of Pokemon, you're kind of at the mercy of the computer.
Yeah.
Here's a rental Pokemon for you.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it has good stats, but it has moves that are horrible.
It's like, and
Or it
then
has good moves, but its stats are terrifying.
like these Pokemon suck. Well, that's what you get for not owning it.
Yeah, go raise your own.
Yeah.
Which I did. I came back and I curb stomped the game.
But yeah, back to that Game Boy thing. I think mostly it was just used to transfer data or something.
Mostly.
I know Wind Waker used it as a second controller, but
That was funny. Even the Tingle Tuner,
yeah.
where you can place bombs and markers for your friend.
Yeah.
So if you want to play hard mode, get a jerk friend to play as Tingle. And when you're trying to scale something, watch as they drop a bomb where you're going.
This sounds like somebody who would be a friend for much longer.
Yeah, I did it to my cousin. It was funny.
Yeah.
Of course you did.
I think it's time to rethink our friendship, Devin.
Friendship. We're family. There's no friendship here.
Oh, Lord.
There's tolerance.
Yeesh. Yeah, didn't the GameCube have some unique games to it?
Oh yeah.
Like for me, Bacon Kados, I don't even know if I pronounced that right, was an interesting series.
Baden Kados, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for Cody, you've probably never seen this. It's an RPG where you use cards to fight.
Oh wow, that sounds actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Different at the time.
Oh yeah. Might have been one of the first ones that did that. Well, I could be wrong, as far as I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of any other game did that beforehand, but I know it's common now.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to go through a library of things that we may not have mentioned, but
Tales of Symphonia.
Tales of Symphonia was on the GameCube.
Yeah, that helped get popular.
Yep.
I know the original Spider-Man, based on the movie, was on it.
And Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, there's one accessory we kind of glanced over, and I'm sure someone's yelling. The bongos.
Already I'm...
Donkey Kong bongos.
Yeah. So there was a rhythm game on the GameCube called Donkey Konga. It became a series. I think there's actually 3 in the series.
Yeah.
And it used these bongos that you plugged into the GameCube.
Oh. Already this sounds horrible. How bad was it?
I never played the thing. I just remember seeing those and going, why? Who fought bongos?
Because it's a rhythm game.
Okay.
And it's Nintendo.
And Guitar Hero was a thing.
Yeah. That too. We'll beat that guitar with our bongos.
Yeah.
Wasn't there only like 3 games that could use that thing?
Yeah, it's just Donkey Konga.
God damn it. Wow, let's design something that only works with 3 games.
Yeah, no, I think they realized that that was not going to be a huge hit after the first couple games.
Yep.
It was a very niche thing.
Yep. Then they were to scrap it.
Yeah.
Jesus. Sounds horrendous.
Yeah, I mean, I think the games were fun enough,
Yeah.
but you gotta be like in a bongo mood.
It's like, do you want a bongo? No. I don't.
Can I use this with any other of my other games? No. No.
What's it good for?
This
Put in front of your door.
Rhythm games.
rhythm games. And then they finally released the first wireless controller on the system, the Wavebird.
Hey, it's always good to have a wireless controller.
Yeah, it took Nintendo a while to get into that idea.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It worked as well as any other
Okay.
wireless controller. Mind you, it was a battery sucker, but
Yeek. Hey, whatever it takes to be wireless, right?
yeah. And it was a little bit thicker than the GameCube controller, so I didn't really like holding it either.
Yeah. It had some weight on it.
It was a bit hefty.
Oh boy, sounds fun.
Yeah.
Glad I missed there on that controller.
Oh yeah, Fire Emblem Path of Rage was on that. That's considered a fan favorite.
There you
That
go.
was Iconus.
Yep.
Everyone likes Ike. Or should I say Roy? I forget who that catchphrase is for.
We like Ike and Roy's our boy.
There we go. There we go. So I was kind of right. Everyone likes Ike.
Yeah.
Another game that was on the thing was Tomb Raider Legend.
And how was that?
It was actually good.
Okay.
But like, this is one of those ones they also released on PlayStation 2.
So,
But the funny thing is, the next one was not on Game. Oh yeah, GameCube didn't exist at that point anymore.
I'm gonna slap you.
I welcome it.
You don't get to choose.
So, the GameCube, I don't know its lifespan because I didn't look up when it stopped really being made games for.
I think 2006, 2007.
So, about a 6-year lifespan.
Yeah.
Which for a console's not bad considering.
Yeah.
And in terms of library, an extensive library of different genres.
Yeah.
You don't see that too often nowadays.
No.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, we've gotten rigid.
Yeah. It's just, your console's made for those gamers and you know your audience at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, throwing something else at them is not going to go well anyway.
No. It is what it is, as most people say.
It is.
Yeah.
But with that, guys, we're running out of time for this episode.
Alright.
So, any final words or comments about the GameCube?
I've never owned one, but I kind of wish I do. Okay.
I like
Done dude it.
I just like the portability.
I like the portability. It's a great console just for friends to sit around and
Yeah.
couch co-op with.
Yeah, I miss that.
Yeah. It had so many good co-op or multiplayer games.
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
And it's a staple of most people's childhood, so I can't see anyone else like really harshing on the GameCube.
No.
But with that, this has been a Starmen Let's Look At. I'm your host, Devin.
Peace out.
David, see you later.
Have a good one, guys.